I need concrete. So today I'm going to be building a concrete factory that will give me all types of concrete and concrete powder and will automatically sort every item into shulk boxes so I can access them easily whenever I want to. Before I continue, I just want to say a huge thank you for the support I received last video. It was pretty surreal. It's crazy to think that 7,000 people took the time of their day to watch my video. That's pretty awesome. So thank you guys so much again. And the design I'm going to be using is obviously going to be ENX04's design, the 1.21 version. That one is just going to be fast, right? I'm thinking of making a better one in the future, but I'll see how this one holds up. If this one does what I want it to do, which I'm pretty sure it will, because it's pretty fast. I don't remember the rates. I literally just watched the video, but it's really cheap, so I can get this done in probably, I don't know, 30 minutes, hopefully. So let's just collect the materials for this real quick. Collecting the materials was the easy part. I couldn't even place a single block without facing a big problem. ENX04's concrete factory design, like other concrete factory designs, requires the end portal frames to be broken in order to function. In previous Minecraft versions, you could place down a mushroom, bone meal it. It will clip into the end portal frame, breaking it. This unfortunately no longer works in current Minecraft versions. As you can see, the mushrooms do not break the end portal frame. Instead, you now have to use this machine that will trick the game into placing a faceless piston, breaking any unbreakable block, in this case the end portal frame. I got it my first try here, but let's just say I was not this lucky when I was doing this in my world. So I was in the middle of building this farm and I completely forgot that the mushroom glitch doesn't work anymore. And I spent 10 minutes trying to figure out what was going on, but it patched it 1.21.5, which is kind of crazy because that's a while ago. So let's just try to fix this. So theoretically, if I flick this lever and spam click this part right here, this should break this entire row. So let's see if that actually happens. I always get scared. I don't know why. Alright, let's just do it. Hold down right click. It didn't freaking do anything. It just spawned silverfishes. What the heck? I guess we're just gonna have to try it again. I think the angle was the problem, but let's try again. Hold down right click this angle. Bro, it didn't freaking work. What is going on? Is it the orientation? Let me try again. Let's try this again. I'm gonna need more TNT, but let's just try to get one block broken first. Turn on fast placement mode, click this, and then I go right click like that. Unless they patched this too, and I don't know what to do. It's looking like they patched it. Let me check. Let's try again. Man, I don't know what am I doing wrong, bro. Let's try another orientation. This works. It's gotta work, please. Oh, I fucked it up. So I did 3. I think I'm doing it every 4th time, so 25% success rate. I think there's a specific angle, timing you have to do it at. So if you ever want to build this, first I recommend Tweakaroo, so you get the toggle fast placement. It just makes your life so much easier. And then you place a piston on top of where you want to, the block you want to break. This is just bedrock breaking, right? You put an obsidian and a solid block right on top, and then you want to put TNT on top of the piston, one right next to the obsidian. This has to be an unbreakable block. I'll show you later. And then now you place a lever here and you just flick it, and the spot is kind of specific. It's gotta be like this angle and like right there, I think. Let's try it. I don't think I got the right angle, but I was a little too far out there. Let's craft some more TNT. All right, here we go. Try it. So this might work. Nope. I think it just takes a couple of tries. I think Mojang definitely did something. I don't remember it being this hard to break unbreakable blocks or bedrock in general. Just gonna have to keep trying here. Let's try something. Turn off fast breaking real quick. See if the trapdoor makes a difference. Sometimes it does. I don't actually know. Might just be placebo, but I didn't even have the fast placement thing on. One more try before I have to craft some more TNT. Man, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It worked that time. I don't even freaking know what I did different. I think you just gotta keep going until it works. But on these corners here, I'm pretty sure this block needs to be unbreakable one, so try again. Oh, that's 2 for 2. Last one here. Maybe, please. Can I start building my farm now? All right. Okay, so it's the 3rd pixel. If you guys ever trying to do this, it's the 3rd pixel. You see the 3 pistons, 3rd pixel, you aim right there, and you'll get it every time. Look at that. All right, I gotta, dude, this freaking took 40 minutes. I would have built the farm by now, but damn it. All right, probably gonna have to finish this another time. I gotta head to the gym with my boy real quick. The farm is complete, so let's test it out right now. I'm gonna have to fly into the active stronghold, and then I'm gonna be duping gray and white concrete, and I think if I just flick this lever, the farm should start working. Everything looks right. All right, that should do it. Let's turn this off, and then I think we have to wait for a few seconds. All right, let's go through and see if got anything. That's a good sign. We are already collecting a decent amount. Damn, that is pretty good. With the concrete factory now completed, it was time to move on to the sorting system. Being the lazy person that I am, I first started off scouring the internet for schematics of a concrete item sorter, but none of them was exactly what I was looking for, so of course I had to design my own. I ended up using single hopper speed 1 wide tileable shulker loaders just because it looks a lot cooler. And if you don't understand what I said, which is normal, basically these shulker loaders are slow. They're single hopper speed, so I would need 3 segments for each concrete color, which is why I have a monstrosity of 101 shulker loaders for all the items that this farm is going to produce. With the sorting system all designed, it was time to go back to the world, collect all the materials, and build this up. Here's a crazy statistic. If you're currently watching this video, there's a 97% chance you're not even subscribed. That's pretty crazy. If you watched this far, please subscribe. And if you really liked the video, leave a like. It really helps me grow this channel. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. So I'm back at my hardcore world now, and I'm just sorting out all the items here. Yeah, so this is pretty much all the stuff left in these chests. So now I can actually start to collect up the materials needed for this storage system. It's kind of a lot of materials, really, honestly. What is it? 102 shulker loaders in total, with a bunch of other things. So a lot of redstone. Hopefully I have enough. I should. And I also need a better source of gunpowder soon, because I'm running out, and that creeper farm, or that mob farm, general mob farm I made, that first or second episode, is not cutting it. But let me just head home and place all of these obsidian back into our base. I also most definitely need to do something about this storage system. It has done wonders for me. Let's craft up a couple of shulker boxes, and let's get on with some of the materials. So if I load up my schematic here, this one, and we go to material list, we need a bunch of glass. I don't think I have enough. Yep, I definitely do not. To have some sand, I have 1 shulker box of sand, and I actually need a little bit more than that. So let's go to our duper. Let's turn on this sand duper and just let that run while we collect up the rest of the materials. So looking at the material list, I want to start off collecting the harder items, which would probably be all the redstone components. So let's just start with 736 hoppers. Let's do observers. Let's go with repeaters. So I'm gonna go and collect all this probably tomorrow because it's 3 a.m. right now and I'm tired as f. So I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah, I woke up bright and early the next day not to study for my finals exam like a normal student, but instead I collected the rest of the materials for this concrete factory. With all the materials finally collected, it was finally time for me to build this concrete factory. Wow, this is actually a big build. I didn't really realize how big this was gonna be. Is that right? I can't really tell. That's right, matched up with the obsidian platform. Spoiler alert, it did not. Nice, so I think I'm gonna start with the most bottom part. I'm going to just build up the glass platform so it's just easier for me to work with. Let's grab a bunch of glass here and let's go single layer. And we need to, what's my hotkey for this again? Oh, right, this. So let's start with this big platform and turn on easy place mode. This is gonna be kind of sketchy, but if I go like this, theoretically, I should have some glass blocks down. But let me go like this so I can actually see which ones I did. This is really sketch. All right, nice. This is better now. I think I'm a little safer. I feel a little safer. But this is still kind of sketchy because there are glass holes freaking everywhere. But let me just place down this, at least most of the platform. Nice, now this is a lot safer. Just gonna finish up the stack here. Okay, now that there is a decent size platform for us to work with, let's move everything down there. The amount of Endermen that is spawning is extremely concerning. Has it always been like this? Or is it because they can't spawn on snow and so they're just concentrated? I have no clue. It's kind of creepy, man. Alright, I moved everything down here. Now I just have to build this beast of a freaking contraption. It is so much larger than it has to be. It is not the most cost-efficient system. This is just because I wanted it to look a certain way, but I'm gonna build this up. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long though. Kind of made a big mistake. Do you see this? This is offset. Well, good news is this is savable. I think that looks good. Nice. And then now I think all I have to do is just set up the filters first. I spent the next 30 minutes setting up all the filters. This was pretty easy compared to the gold farm filters because these are the impulse sorters. So you only need 4 filter items and just 1 item that you are sorting. In this case, it is just 1 of each concrete or concrete powder. So it was pretty quick. Okay, so we should be done. Now I just have to place in all the water sources. Be broken. With the water all placed, this farm was finally completed. All right, the shulkers are all filled up from this side all the way back to that loop, and we can test this farm out. So I already ran it for a little bit just for the gray concrete, and this farm is really fast. And I also actually forgot to place these hoppers behind, so I went ahead and did that. So I'm gonna collect up the gray and white concrete because I feel like that's gonna be concrete color that I'm gonna use the most. I just don't have enough concrete powder of the other colors, and there's not really a good way for me to collect the concrete powder because the system doesn't really support that. So I might honestly switch up the concrete factory in the future. There's one by Garlic Bread that produces around 100k per hour. I kind of wish I found that one before I spent all this time building this one, but this one's gonna work for now for what I needed because I honestly just need the gray and white concrete powder. So on the overworld side, I have already switched out the concrete powder to the right color. So all I have to do is to place a dummy block here and fly back to the overworld. As you can see, white and gray is in, and I just have to turn on the system and it should start functioning. I'm gonna let this run for around, let me set a timer for like 5 minutes and see how much concrete we get from this. Alright, so it has been around 5 minutes, and this should give us around 1 shulker box each, theoretically speaking. Let's go take a look here. Maybe not. There seems to be, I guess, 1 extra box of gray over here. And because I think all 3 of these shulker boxes is taking white concrete, so it just takes a little while to fill up. But this farm works for now. It's definitely a little slower than I thought. Maybe I did the math wrong, but it works, so I will take it. So I'm gonna AFK here until I have enough gray and white concrete to continue my project, and that's it.